morning, everybody. We are in this seminar for students on data science applied to culture management, okay? This belongs to a master delivered in Tallinn on culture management. And we are analyzing Google Trends. Google Trends, we will download the data, we will deseasonalize the data and get used to it, which is key, okay? So I'm going to share again. Can you see my screen?
No.
You should see my Google Trends.
Unfortunately, we can't see this.
Okay. So I'm going to now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, now we can see.
Lovely. Okay. So we are benchmarking Louvre, Abu Dhabi with Ferrari World. Ferrari World is located there. I'm going to Google it. Yes, this Ferrari World is in Abu Dhabi, okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
You can see the Ferrari Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
It is also iconic architecture, and it seems to be very popular, okay? It is leisure. We don't know whether this Ferrari World and Louvre Abu Dhabi compete one against the other, because we can make the calculations, okay? It is easy to calculate it, but at least what we see is that the attendance, the awareness in Google for the Ferrari World is higher than the Louvre Abu Dhabi attendance, awareness. The Google awareness is a very good proxy. Proxy means that you use one data when you don't have another one, okay? Imagine that I don't have the number of visitors to the Louvre Abu Dhabi, but Google Trend is an awareness, so it is a good proxy. This means that it is a good approach to the number of visitors to Louvre Abu Dhabi, okay? Okay, now, shall we go? When was going back again, when was the inauguration of Ferrari World, if I may?
Can you please click on that dot to see?
When was the inauguration? But the best would be you do the same, okay?
November
2010, is it correct?
Yes.
November 2010. The Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi was inaugurated in November 2010.
What happened?
The inauguration makes sense because in November they have better weather there. So the wise thing to do in Abu Dhabi is to have the inauguration in November or December. Okay. When was the Louvre Abu Dhabi inaugurated?
In November, but 2017.
Yes, in November, but 2017. Great. Okay, November 2017. Again, they inaugurated in November, which makes sense because they have much better weather there. Okay, they have much better weather there, and this makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this Ferrari. I'm going back to Louvre Abu Dhabi. Okay, going back to Louvre Abu Dhabi. And I'm going to benchmark it with Louvre Lens. because I want to benchmark these two museums because they are branches of Louvre. There are two branches of Louvre, and I want to benchmark them. Okay. During the inauguration, during the inauguration, who did better? The Louvre Abu Dhabi or the Louvre Lens?
Louvre Abu Dhabi.
Louvre Abu Dhabi did better, okay? Because the inauguration is equal to 1,000, and here the inauguration is equal to 60, so 40% less. Lens is in Europe, isn't it? And it is an hour. It is connected through high-speed train, okay? With in the European high-speed train network, so the territorial connectivity is very high. So well, the normal thing for a territory which is very well connected would be to have a big audience, okay? Especially when you have a strong brand like Louvre, okay? But in this case, you see that Abu Dhabi is doing better. The Abu Dhabi is doing better, okay? The Abu Dhabi is doing better. I'm going to remove Louvre Lens. Okay, next question, which piece of art is hyper famous and it is connected with Louvre Abu Dhabi? You have 5 minutes to work it out in Google. Which piece of art is hyper famous and located and connected with Louvre Abu Dhabi? Anyone? It is one painting. It is a painting, okay? A painting.
Is it Vincent van Gogh self-portrait?
No, it is a painting.
It is also painting, but
which one you said, sorry?
I meant, is it Vincent van Gogh's self-portrait?
Yes, it is one, but which is the name of the painting?
Salvator Mundi.
Yes, Salvator Mundi, okay? Salvator Mundi, this is the painting by Salvator Mundi by
Leonardo.
Leonardo da Vinci. By Leonardo da Vinci, okay? So this painting, somebody, we don't know who, bought this painting, Salvator Mundi, in an auction for the Louvre Abu Dhabi at a super high price worldwide, that it was absolutely astonishing, okay, to pay such a price for this piece of art by Leonardo da Vinci, Salvator Mundi, okay. Here you have New York Times, and Leonardo made $450 million which is so for long time, there was a huge awareness in media. There was a huge awareness in media because there was an auction in Christie's, as you can see here. If you Google in images for Louvre, Abu Dhabi, Salvator Mundi, you can see the painting of Salvator Mundi. You see the museum in Abu Dhabi, okay? And also you can see the citizens here. You can see here that newspaper, okay? Our newspaper is one of the most important art newspapers in the world, based in London, okay? The art newspaper. Can you see here? Do you see?
Yes.
The newspaper, the art newspaper? That newspaper is top one in art market in the world. It is a newspaper based in London. And here you can see that they say we acquired Leonardo Salvator Mundi, Abu Dhabi says, because for a long time after they bought the Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci, nobody really knew who bought the painting, okay, in the auction, because it was, they bought it in secrecy. Why do you think they bought it in secrecy? Do you think it was a strategy? Anyone? Who is specialized in marketing? I think there was one specialized in marketing.
I'm sorry, why it is...
Okay, Leah can talk.
The question why it is kept in secret, the painting.
Why they use this strategy of marketing to not to say who was the buyer. Who was the buyer of the painting? There was a huge auction, okay, in Christie's. And
is it related to marketing? Because
yes, it is related to marketing.
Oh, okay.
Please go on.
No, I thought just that maybe because it's such a expensive and famous painting that they didn't want people to know who the buyer is because it's not safe.
Yes, but more reasons. Which was
maybe
the excuse me?
Maybe for their like for auctions to realize some auctions.
This painting of Salvator Mundi was sold in an auction by Christie's, okay? A hyper expensive sale. But who bought this painting? At the beginning, nobody knew who bought this painting, but we knew that it was bought for Louvre Abu Dhabi. So, which was, from a marketing point of view, which was the purpose of this secrecy?
So that the people would visit Abu Dhabi Louvre.
Exactly. They wanted to raise awareness for the Louvre Abu Dhabi, okay? So they set up this storytelling around this mysterious buyer of the Salvator Mundi that bought it in Christie's for a record high price, but nobody really knew who was the buyer. So through this mysterious secrecy, they managed to increase awareness for the Louvre Abu Dhabi, okay?
But there are also written that Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud bought this.
It could be, yes, it could be. But at the end, they all win. Can you see the awareness of Salvator Mundi here?
Yes.
I have Googled in Google Trends, Salvator Mundi, painting by Leonardo da Vinci, Salvator Mundi. What is more famous? More people Googled for the Louvre Abu Dhabi, or more people Googled for the Salvator Mundi itself?
Salvador Mundi.
Salvator
Mundi.
Mundi. You can see the awareness of Salvator Mundi, okay? In November 2017, which was the auction took place there, Salvator Mundi reached 100, whereas the Louvre Abu Dhabi reached 68, okay? So they used this strategy to try to raise awareness around this art markets connected with these Arab countries, okay? And which is the story? The story of Gioconda and Louvre is very similar. The story of Gioconda and Louvre is very similar. Which is the story of the Gioconda? The Gioconda is by Leonardo da Vinci. Is it correct?
It's if I'm not mistaken, it's wife of the very rich person whose picture portrait was stolen from the Louvre, and kind of
exactly. The Gioconda became famous because it was stolen from the Louvre. Okay, it was stolen at the beginning of the 20th century. It was stolen from the Louvre. Before this, it was a painting by Leonardo da Vinci, but well, it wasn't famous at all as it is nowadays, because the Gioconda in Louvre is a must. Okay, not even a single tourist will visit Louvre without visiting the Gioconda. Okay, so this is the thing that the Gioconda is an iconic piece of art. Wait a minute, Marisol. Eso es, gracias. The Gioconda, nowadays, nobody would visit Louvre without visiting the Gioconda. So they somehow, as they stole the Gioconda at the beginning of the 20th century, okay, this they raised awareness, okay. And here in the Abu Dhabi, the Salvator Mundi, the story of the Salvator Mundi, okay, contributed to increase the awareness of these cultural infrastructures, okay. So storytelling is important. These connections between auctions, secrecy, and sometimes they use these things as these strategies as tools for marketing. Okay, probably if it weren't for Salvator Mundi, probably the Louvre Abu Dhabi line would have been a little bit lower. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to get rid of this. Okay. And we are going to download the data for Louvre Abu Dhabi. And Louvre Lens, if I may. Can you Google again? Louvre Abu Dhabi, Louvre Lens. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
yes.
Can I ask you to do the same? Search in Google Trends, Louvre Abu Dhabi, Louvre Lens. Have you done it?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Who is missing? Have you all done it? Okay, so now we are going to download the data. So here we need to click here. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
We are going to download the data, okay? So we click here. We click here. And voila, here's the data. I'm going to save it and open it in Google Sheets, okay?
I tried this, but it doesn't work still. I have
Save
seen-
as a which format, Professor, to save it?
In text, TXT.
To me, download it on Excel.
Yes, that
that right?
works. Yes, that is right. Okay.
Text just in the format of the text. But
I'm
there
going
are two
to-
texts. Text MS DOS, that's one.
No, TXT.
Texting.
Point TXT. You have to download it in TXT, okay?
Yes, there are three options of TXT.
Just one, the only one, TXT. You have to save it in TXT, okay?
Okay.
TXT,
TXT.
nothing else.
Not a text. Okay, thank you.
So please let me know when you have downloaded the data set and saved it in TXT format.
Yes, done.
Okay. I'm going to put it exercise number 2, okay?
But the Excel file is disappeared when it's saved as a TXT.
Yes, it disappears.
It's correct?
Well, it is the same if you open it in Excel or Google Sheet, it is the same, okay? Some systems, my system opens it automatically. Other systems don't. So we will open it from Google Sheets in English, okay? As we did yesterday.
I have a question. Why my
Yes.
numbers are different than your numbers?
Yes,
Like-
because this system is a benchmarking, okay? So maybe the sample generated by the system are a little bit different, but the benchmarking should be the same. For instance, Louvre Abu Dhabi, the maximum should be November 2017, okay, equal to 100. Or maybe in the selection, maybe you didn't select museum. Maybe you selected topic. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
It is very important that we are selecting the very same thing in Google Trends. Okay, so here,
Professor, Google
Here you
Sheet.
okay, can you see here that I selected museum? Okay.
Yeah,
Here.
I did this.
Yes,
thing.
lovely. Yes, but the data maybe is not 100% the same, but the maximum here in November 17, Louvre Abu Dhabi would be equal to 100, okay? For everybody.
Yes, that's the same.
Yes, for everybody. For everybody, okay? Okay, can you open the data set, please, and make sure that Louvre Abu Dhabi is equal to 100 in November 2017?
Can you please clarify what is a data set?
Data set
Download it
is data. As easy as this.
Data of the
Yes,
Excel
what
file?
Yes, that data of the Excel file is a data set.
Okay.
Okay. So, can you make sure that in the data set November 2017 is for Louvre Abu Dhabi is equal to 100, please?
(2017).
Yes, 100.
2017. Yes, it shows 100 for me.
Yes.
And 8, the next number is 8, correct?
The only thing I'm trying to say is that numbers would be slightly different, but you have to make sure that in 2017, November 2017, for Louvre Abu Dhabi, you need to have 100, okay?
Which numbers do you mean are different?
I have written it in the chat. Google Trends for Louvre Abu Dhabi 2017 November, it should be equal to 100. Please write in the chat whether it is correct in your case. You have downloaded the data, haven't you?
Yes.
So can I kindly ask you to write it there in the chat? That in your data set for Google Trends for Abu Dhabi in 2017 November, it is equal to 100. Please confirm me that you have this. Okay. I need the confirmation of all the students, if I may, because I told you that this is going to be the assignment. Okay. Yes, Mia, I know, but you are going to open it in text, okay? So no worries. No worries, because we will solve it. I need to have 12 confirmations, so I'm still waiting for your confirmations. The remaining ones.
Professor, can you please share your Excel?
I am going to
Yeah.
open it from a Google Sheet, but first I'll make sure that everybody is doing it, okay?
Google Sheet. Google
Okay,
Sheet.
so
What is a
we have
Google Sheet?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have 6 missing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Lovely. 10. We have 10, 12. Okay, so we have 1 missing, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, lovely. So you need to save that file, save as txt, okay? Save it as txt, if I may, okay? if you manage, once you have saved it in TXT, can I kindly ask you to say in the chat again that you have managed to save it in TXT?
Yes, can you please also open the TXT that you saved to be verified it's the same document that we did or it's correct or not?
I'll do it afterwards. I need to get to know whether you are saving in TXT, okay? So have you saved it in TXT?
Yes.
Yes, lovely, very well done. Excellent. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, come on. 5, 6, 7, 7, come on. We need to reach 10, at least 10, 10 out of 12. 8, 8, 8, saving in TXT. 8, come on, 2 missing. We have 4 missing. We need 2 more that have saved the data set in TXT. Come on. Two missing. Well, we have 4 missing. And 1 more. 1 more. Okay, Mia, it doesn't, you cannot save it. This is why it is important that you work into pairs, okay? Because if one has a problem, the other one can help to solve the problem, okay? These are the problems of delivering the classes online, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to Google Sheets. Can you see my screen of Google Sheets?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see, but I can't find how to open that Google Sheet.
Yes, you can see that my Google Sheet is in English, okay? Because instead of using Excel, I'm using Google Sheet, okay? So I use my Google account, which is in English, and I open my Google Sheet. So can I kindly request that you open a file in Google Sheet, and then once we are in Google Sheet, we are going to open that file, okay?
Professor, please help me. The Google Sheet is the same or I can find from the Trends website?
Google Sheet, you need a Google account. And then once you open Google Sheet from within Google, okay?
Okay, a Google account I have.
You
Google Sheet.
need a Google account and open it, Google Sheet.
But Google Sheet, I don't see it. How it is spelled, Google Sheet? Google S-E-A-T?
Google Sheet.
Sheet like a paper sheet.
Google Sheet. Google Sheet. If it is not, is it possible to add? Or it's automatically being added?
It is online. It is Google, it is for free online, okay? If you have Excel, you can open it in Excel, if you wish.
Yeah, I have.
There are many spreadsheets. It could be Excel, it could be Google Sheet. I mean, we are something that helps us to make the calculations, okay?
So I can do the same in an Excel file.
Yes, you can open it from Excel. So you can use Excel or you can use Google Sheet or, okay? Okay, I'm going to open Excel. I'm sorry, my Excel is in Spanish, okay? I tried to set the English version this morning, but I didn't manage to do it, okay? So this is my Excel. Can you see my Excel?
Yes.
It is, and I made sure that I opened the text file from my Excel. My Excel is the last version, so it sets the data set automatically in one in each column. So I have 3 columns. The first column is from the date from 2004 on, okay? The second column is for Google Trends, Louvre Abu Dhabi, and the third one is for Louvre Lens. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that the data is correct, I go to Louvre Abu Dhabi, 2017 November, and it is correct because 2017 November for Louvre Abu Dhabi is equal to 100 because the maximum is there. Okay, can you see it in the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to delete the first 2 rows. Okay. And I'm going to put the labels nicely. As I'm going to draw a graph. Okay. So I have a question. Have you reached this point?
Yes.
It could be in Google Sheets or Excel, a sheet in which you have these 3 columns with 3 variables. The first one stands for the date. The second one is Google Trend data for Louvre Abu Dhabi. And the third one is Google Trends data for Louvre Lens Museum. Have you reached this point, if I may?
Yes. Me, yes.
Okay, so we have 1 there. Can I very, very kindly ask you to say it here in the chat? So as I have an idea of who is reaching to this point. So I have one said yes. 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. We have 6 missing. 6 reached to the spreadsheet. 6 managed to open the data. 7 in the Excel or in the Google Sheet. 7, 7, come on. This is like an auction. 7, 7, come on. We need to reach 10. Although we are 12, come on. 7, 7.
You explain, Professor. Thank you very much. I like the way you explain.
7, 7. We still have 5 missing. 7 students managed to open in the spreadsheet the data. So we still have 5 minutes. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Come on, 2 missing to reach 10. 2 missing to reach 10. Two missing, come on. 2 missing. We still have 4 missing. Okay, so we'll take a 15 minutes break here now, so as the ones that are still trying to download the data and open it in Google Sheets or Estel, they have time, okay? So we are going to finish this second session here, and I would like to do the calculations in the 3rd hour, okay? As the assignment would be this. I will ask you for a case study to download the data, to analyze the seasonality of the data, to deseasonalize the data, to analyze the trend, and so on. But I think we are doing an excellent job. So see you within 15 minutes, if I may. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you in 15 minutes.